Back in the woods with the Outdoor Boys. Well, boys, yesterday we came in at lunchtime. It was at school. Check our rabbit slips. Come in, we've seen all these weasel tracks, as you can see. Seen these weasel tracks. You can tell, you can also see some grouse tracks too. The weasel was chasing after the grouse. So we decided we should make a video on 3 different sets that we use to catch weasels. And the 3 sets we use is usually a box set, we use a cubby set with a leg hold, or a rat trap tied on a tree. That's our 3 sets. So now we're going to show you 3 sets on how we do it.
First cubby set we made, we cracked off a bunch of spruce boughs and we put them in a shape, a circle shape, like this. So when the weasel comes along, he's going to go in around and he can't get in no other way. So he's going to come around the cubby and see one opening. And that's the one that he's going to have to go through. And you'll have your trap put here on the ground. I'll show you that later. Where you just put some boughs down like this, so your trap don't freeze to the ground. And then you put your bait in the back, and when he comes back, should be a dead weasel.
So what are you using for bait?
Smelt, wheatfish. Just like that. Now, take your smelt. Using a single long spring leg trap. You only need 1 smelt because they're only small animals, and that's a big enough smelt that they'll get the scent. So you just put that in the back. You can rub it on trees to get the scent around you want. Like that. All you got to do is just put it in the back. You always want to make sure that your trap works properly. So you're setting off. Yeah. Make sure he's ticklish, so that he just had to step on the trigger. You put your trap in then just like that. You just twist it onto a tree. That's all there is to it, making a weasel cubby set. Done.
That's our weasel cubby set. Well guys, our next set is a rat trap on a tree. Now I don't have 2 rat traps because I'm going to use this one for my box I'm going to show you now in a minute. But what you do is, like what I got here is a rat trap, and then you drill 2 holes in them and put your piece of wire out through so you can tie it onto a tree and you put a bit of bait on the trigger. But like I said, I'd use this rat trap, but use this one to tie it on a tree. And this one I got a pan on. I could make a video later showing how I do that. It's only Vienna sausage lid, but use this one to tie on a tree, but since for demonstration purposes, I'll just use this one. Okay, so what you do, this one set is only simple. You just come in, find a nice spot where the tree is nice to the ground and not much limbs on the way. You just take your tree, and then take your trap, putting around the tree, tying onto the tree, just putting around, twist your wire around on the back, twisting a few times. And you want to put it on a height, so that when the weasel stand up on the tree is about where his front legs would be to. So when he steps on the trigger, it'll come down. Then you just take your trigger, put it up, set your trigger on, put it in the hole. Boom. That's pretty much all there is to it. So then, like Carl said, with the bait, I'm using whitefish too. You can rub it around, get sent around, use some lures or whatever. And then so when the weasel comes up, he'll touch the bait, boom, snap. And this set is good also because where it's up on the tree, when you catch it, he'd be standing up. And then when you catch a weasel, they release their bladder. So instead of pissing down on itself like in a box set or something, he'll piss straight out and you won't get it all over the fur. As I said. So that's all let's do the rat trap on a tree set.
Showing how the cubby set there now. Got the same thing as Carl got done over there on the other side of the trail. Just got boughs took up. And then right in there, you got your trap and your bait. So, same thing as the other cubby set, but we got 2 set out there now. Go show you a weasel box set now.
Okay, So this one is about our Weasel box set. All it is we got a box made up with a hole in the front of it and a hole in the back. You can make them out of wood, which I prefer, so they're heavier and they won't blow around in the wind. But this is good because I get the material for cheap and I can make lots of them. So anyways, all you do with this one is pretty simple. Just take them, find a nice spot like right here. There's some weasel tracks over there. You put them down, and then where this one's light, I got 2 sticks. I got pieces of wire coming off the side, so I can put 2 sticks down through on each side, so the wind won't take them. Brown's little froze there now. That's the bright side of a wooden box would be better. Got a little latch on the side here so nothing could get into it. Like again, I'm using some whitefish for bait. Some rabbit guts and chicken hearts, all that's all good. Then my trap, I made up a pan like I said in the last video. And then all you do for this is set your trap. Take your trap, and place it in the box right under the hole. So when the animal, when he jumps in through the hole, he'll land on the pan. Then you just close up your box, put your latch down, and then now my buddy's going to show you how you can just put some boughs over it, camouflage, and when you're doing that stuff, you just got to be careful that when you're putting it over, you don't move the box much because you'll move your trap, and then your trap, you'll have to fix it again. So now he's going to cover the trap, make it a bit camouflage.
Take these boughs, just like on the last cubby set I made, and all you got to do is just take them and shove them on the sides. Now you got to make sure you don't move the trap like my buddy said. So you always want to check over your trap after anyway, just to see if you did move it. But you might never do anything with it. So take these bows. You don't have to be too particular with it. Weasels aren't really, you don't even hardly have to cover up your trap, but we're in places now where a lot of people comes back and forth, so you don't want anybody to steal a trap. So you just take the bows and put it around like this. Don't want to put it on the back because the scent won't be able to get through the sand. What do you think, buddy? That good there?
Looks all good.
Put one on top of that. So that, just hanging that over. It's perfect. And you check it in. Yep, trap's perfect in the hole. So you can just see the pan in there. And that's it. That's pretty much all there is to it.
And if you would like us to show you a video of us making some weasel boxes out of wood or that plastic material, comment, subscribe, and we'll for sure help you. Any questions, comment too. We'll try to do our best to help you. Well, this is the NL Outdoor Boys weasel trapping. Tune in for next time. We might have a catch to see what's on the go.
We'll keep you in touch.
Yep.